Hello and welcome back to Writer Makes Videos. My name is Jess and I am going to be reading the appendix of my debut novel, The Destined Road. Now, when I was writing The Destined Road, I had not envisioned that I would go so far Tolkien as to develop my own language, but indeed, I did. And so, as anyone who has either read my book or who has taken a peek at my appendix has noticed, is that there are quite a few words in here that are precarious to try and pronounce. So hopefully I don't make a fool of myself, and we are going to sit down and I'm going to read them to you right now. And so hopefully that anyone who has read it or anyone who is interested in reading it, you can also find a copy of The Destined Road for free as an EPUB or a PDF on my website at jtesta.com. And also, while I'm here, please connect with me on Instagram at jmtesta. So buckle in, grab some tea, and here we go. Characters in order of appearance or mention. Tagwin Braith, Brecon Kennefic, Mercher Priest, Morris Blair, Arlen Braith, Ava Bludrand, Lucas Kennefic, Olwyn Glass, Renlyn Bethel, Gordon McCabe, Mairi, Arthur, Roybert Duchlin, Declan Tarragona, Rona Braith, Inania Campbell, Shathan Campbell, Horseman of Lagroska, Mariad Ginna, Adrogad Tugram, Elnon Braith, Lachlan Caddick, Cinematronek, Jalen Duchlin, Maria Duchlin, Brigde Catriana, Seaside, Arafel, Tom Bivens, Reese Glassbowen, Torkadal Poblin, Inania Llewellyn, Muriel Ginna, Netta Rosak Braith, Eakin Ginna, Dave Ariskane, Hubertus Tolmec, Goraith, Tassar Vanellis, Oswald Traherne, Wallen Ambersan, Aegon Ambersan, Berenger, Thesden Eldrop. Fun fact about Thesden, that was the first name that I had ever written down for The Destined Road, and he's not even a main character, but now you know. Beatrice Grant, Daniel McClare, Brian McClare, Aelbert Royd, Samuel McCulloch, Callan Helig, Joseph Roysel, Aelin, Faldir Aelferin, Ilarion Aelferin, Kyrian Rovicus. I can't wait to. So, just a side note, I have I think it's going, I don't know if it's going to be a full novel, but it's likely going to be a novella at least. An offshoot novella about Kyrian Rovicus and the history of Kyrian Rovicus. I'm very excited for that, and I think you all would be very excited about that too. If you, he's not really mentioned in this. He's mentioned, well, obviously he's mentioned, but the big chunk of story that I had about him for this book did not make it into this book, but the history is relevant in the there is a passage named after him, like a tunnel passage, and so when you get to that part, that's who it is. But he is very key in the Second Age, and so I'm very excited to do that at some point. Rogues of the Black Isle, easy enough. Chulet, Erulail, Ucharad Eofren, Yakenthil, Areg Alasil, Avanteas, Anave, Ruinar, Girain Nundelir, Hader Barandran, Durefrail Burunli, Ekrelin, Guothne, Elif, Ailuel, Nao Vilrun, Echelus Odakul, Galandric Kikdreth, I almost forgot who that was, Maranavil, Wedereg, Alenia Caddick, Colum Caddick, Averell, Itelunel, Liflen, Viethel, Ulachenol, Urek, Verek, Yorol. Deirdre, Afesal, Okerfair, Peric Dane, Killian Avelson, Beveren Crag, Thorfinn Quinn, Ina Dane, Master Maraca, Mirachlin, Elavil, Valoclene, Edu, Emir, Abafat, Darach, Briones, Berat, Gerig, Ryan, Bethel. Locations by Rome. Vos Thelerin, that is the name of the continent that this takes place in. And the Southlands, the Orelon, which is the human pronunciation, or Orealon, which is the elven pronunciation of the mountain pass, or of the mountains, the mountain peaks down by, down on the southeastern of the continent. Clairlune, Enbron Woods, Giledo, Haverlow Woods, Lannon Point, Madis, Mares, Owl, Taravedra, Torerin, Yakralas. In the Midlands, we have Donshire, Elta, Greyrest, the Lunanet Bridge, the marshlands of Dries, Midling, Mistvale, and Westvane. In the Northlands, we have the Doldrenlayer Mountains, Cara Boldair, Oberim, and Stonheim Grove. And in the Elvenlands, we have Averia, Briarhill, Ebfreail. It's a little, that one's even still a little tough for me. Ebfreail. It's like a BV sort of thing. Leriakul Sea, Miravasia. I'm so excited. Book two visits Miravasia. I'm very excited about that. Thrindul. On the Black Isle, we have Remerith Gorge, the Desolation Steps, Athavab, Broke Highlands. And then we have locations mentioned that are not on the map that you see here in this book, but you will you won't see all of them in the next book either. So, but just as an FYI. Ardanil, Evatheron, Osekero, Uhdor Mountains, items. Eluder, that is the name of the, oh gosh. I guess if you haven't read it yet, you can't know. For those who do know, that's how you pronounce that. Eluder. Atharek, Deldora, Etucher Ukesa, Quill of Avanteas, Said, Tenalator Leaflin, Tome of Collective Memory is Afehelof o Aselunaler, or Aselunaler for short. And now we get to Elven phrases. So, well, I guess you also, I will tell you what these mean. That's fine. I guess most of them anyway. I can tell you what they mean. Some of them I can tell you what they mean. If you've not read it yet. I don't want to, obviously it would take a lot for somebody to actually like know how these are spelled to begin with and then be able to recognize them in the book. But if you can, that is wild. And I'm like, come talk to me because that would be, I'm fascinated by this. Okay. So, Eruv, which is run. Arusa, which means jump. Aisud, edus, uv, eterev, means what do you need. Adahase orula is a calming remedy. Elud elal arulave means may the light guide. Andarie means help. Abelad arach ates means welcome back, friend. Avolin is heaven's tongue, and that is the ancient Elven language. So that is what all of Lenachilen, which is earth tongue, that is based in this book. Like that's what all of the elves currently speak. Avolin is where it all comes from. Iadura uv means thank you. Etalach uatero means protect the forest. Ferun elasil means is she half elven? If you know, you know. Lenachilen, like I said, is elven tongue and it's the current elven language. Mairil is elf son. Marinar is son of stars. Mordeth is an evil guard. Nala evanechtas means many beautiful greetings. Naladil are the first elves. One Deuleov means I cannot tell. Uanelu means my love or I love. Uel anelu atero ale eval means for love, forest, and family. Uinu alor as uv echeil means I will speak with you later. Uvakus means you say, like how do you say, like it's the beginning of it. So you mean uvakus help. Alenachilen. And that means how do you say help in Lenachilen. And then you would say andarie. The more you know. Even though I already spoiled that one for you guys. So if you caught that, I'm proud of you. Where did we go? Uv andarie ova means can you help with this or you help with this. It can be direct or like a question. It depends on inflection. Uv eana balad means you are welcome. Vostheria means land of Vosteros. Yakeralan means Yakenthiel's creation. And now we have Dwarven phrases, and there is a lot more Dwarven in the second book because a lot of the histories that are being uncovered in this one and like truly learned about, all of it stems really in the second book. Like a lot of it really hinges on understanding the dwarves, understanding their contributions to everything that has happened, and their connection to kind of all of the weirdness that is going on, because they are pretty key in that. So if anyone's excited about that, let me know in the comments. So for Dwarven phrases, we have Analek Chradin, which means to greet dawn or wishing well in a new day. We have Fertra Nundulanok, which means for the valor of Nundalir. And so it's a Dwarven battle cry paying homage to the first Dwarven king of Doldrunlair Mountains, Gerayan Nundalir. And then we have Chradin El Nekel Ve'urek Venlask, which means no dawn or light will reveal upon the rock. And Kranalim is the name of the runic language of the dwarves. Vefrak Dondri means forever mountain, and it's another dwarven battle cry invoking the strength of Doldrunlair Mountains. And Yukanske Drofhindak. It's a dwarven curse, and it's not very nice. And then we do have... So I have two other things. This, I would say these two things are probably more spoilery. So if you have not read The Destined Road, maybe just like skip to whatever timestamp I put up here, because these two things are like poems and songs that are key inside of the book and reveal like story elements. So just go to that. So, for everyone who has stayed, this is the biddance of the Nauvildrun, which are the guardians of obedience that we meet in the forest, the ones that are carrying Morea in and delivering her to Tagwin. So, Ualerun uatero, atero ilen adoranlen, uinu aref alevelia, utala, ulufelen otorevan. And that means, I obey the forest. Forest has spoken. I will listen and follow the path, leaving nothing broken. Now, this is the biddance of the Navalrune is of the Niovilrune is what Wallen sings before he reveals the third archway, and so yeah, that's what he sings to open the passcode, basically to get in to Thranduil. And then I need to remember like where this bit actually is. I'm pretty sure that Errol says this at some point or sings this somehow. Don't come for me. Hold on. Ah, okay. So, sorry. So this is the song that Maranaville and Wellen sing at the end on the peaks of the Aralon peaks. This is this is the song of the Elavil, and it is the song that that they sing, as they're all just kind of waiting for Errol to like tell them when it's time to go. Everybody's sitting around this fire. It's snowing. It's like what the hell is happening? Um, but as they're sitting there, they sing. And so this is the song of the Eilaville. I'm not going to sing it. Sorry. Nobody wants to hear that, let's be honest. Song of the Eilaville. O Ailek Adanil. Aedlen ekulone elal. Mira eleria u nainar. U keleol en u avacus. Aiten Eilavil nalifurebsa. Erale aref uedavu. Of the land of Ardenil, created by water's light, brightest of the stars, casting out the night. Dear Eilavil, maidens fair, watch and hear my prayer. And that is the end of my appendix. And all of the words that you would need to know how are pronounced in this book, at least. There are plenty more in the next one, and I'm excited to have to do an appendix again. Actually, okay. Total aside, I love doing appendices. I love creating them. I love seeing them in books. They are great. So anyway, thank you so much for sitting here with me for that. Again, if you have not read The Destined Road, this is my debut novel. It is a classic epic fantasy in the vein of Tolkien. Very much so. Obviously, as you can see, I developed 2 whole languages for this book, and it is very near and dear to my heart. I think you will, if you sat this far, I think you will enjoy it if you've not already read it. It is available for free on my website at jtesta.com in both PDF and EPUB formats. So you can go ahead and just download those at will and get to it when you get to it. And its sequel, The Shattered Shores, will be out this winter, so keep an eye out for that and follow me at jmtesta on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active. And feel free to reach out with any questions or comments and leave comments below. And thanks so much again. I hope to see you in the next one.